I'm at the starting lineup here of Queen's Parkrun in Belfast, and I got here very early because Parkrun start at 9:30. And in most places, actually, outside of England and Wales, Scotland, it's 9:30. And I did know that, but I just completely forgot. I got here about 10 to 9, and I thought, don't say it's been cancelled. And nope, it hasn't. So thanks to all the volunteers, as well as usual, for this very tourist-heavy parkrun, getting that everyone's coming for their queue. And, well, there's various reasons to visit Belfast. So, but this starting part here, it's very narrow, and I'm going very slow here. So overtaking is quite difficult. And the race director does say in a start that try not to run on the grass because it can be slippery. But today was a lovely day, actually. It was I think the day before and today was the first time of the year when I actually walking around in a t-shirt. So spring is finally here. And I'm going to put my usual little overlay of the course here in the top left-hand corner. It's not very hilly. So you do this one little piece here. That's about 1 kilometre. And then you do 2 laps, like a hairpin bend here. You go around again. That's the hairpin then. And you go back the way you started. That's about another 1 kilometre. That 1 kilometre start is slightly uphill. So the last kilometre is a nice downhill finish. But I was very slow on this part run. It may have something to do with having this breakfast this morning in my hotel at the Holiday Inn. Well, it's all there just as like an all-you-can-eat buffet, or it may have something to do with having a few pints last night. But when you've got a couple of days, somewhere like Belfast, you might as well just, take in the local sights. And it's actually the first time I've seen Harp lager sold in any pub for a long time. And if anyone remembers the old time for a Sharp Exit adverts advertising Harp, but yeah, it's still popular over here in Ireland. It was even popular it was even served in a bar on Shankill Road, so they must still love it up here. But this is probably about a 10-minute drive from Belfast, if not even that, less than that. But if you're ever thinking of coming here, because I'll definitely come back here, because I wouldn't mind doing Portrush or Stormont park runs. They're really good ones. So a flight, pretty cheap return flight to Belfast International Airport. Oh, the airport is actually near enough in Antrim. It's about a 30-minute bus ride out from, it's the 300A bus, and it's a £9 single for a bus. No £2 B networks up here. It takes about half an hour on the bus. The 300 and 300A, the bus takes you from the bus station to, and you have to buy your ticket beforehand. We didn't know that. We saw a big queue. And I think they're every 15 minutes. But even though this takes place at the Queen's University playing fields, there's a lot of sports facilities around. There's football games going on. There was a rugby pitch. It was, for some reason, it was difficult to get an Uber. I don't know if they were busy or just because it was a capital city and, there's probably a lot of demand. But yeah, there weren't that many Ubers around here to get. But yeah, it's mostly tarmac paths. There's like this bit here, like trail paths, I think you call it. You can see Mount Divis there in the background, which there's some mountains that can be seen from various points around Belfast. I'm just going to speed it up here. And if I remember, and I can see this guy, there was one guy who actually had the parkrun sign and 50 tattooed on the back of his leg. Or was it 100 or 150? I can't remember. Maybe I was still a bit hungover. But yeah, it's like, although it didn't actually say parkrun, it was just a sign, and if you know, you know. Don't think it was this guy, but I noticed towards the end. So yeah, you're just back on trial paths here. I think I'm still on the thing. I'm going to speed it up. So I think I have 6 letters left to complete my alphabet. I have some relatively common ones like R and E I've not done, but I will be doing them quite soon, actually. Where are we at next week? Stafford, Isabel Trail. So there's that hairpin, and then you just come back round and you do the whole lap again. Although, if you're here, I would recommend the Titanic Museum. That's one of the big attractions in Belfast. We went there, and that was quite an enjoyable experience. Crumlin Road Jail as well, if that's your thing. They actually had a full old padded cell there, but you couldn't go in it for some reason. It was like a gate, but you could. I had a look. I'll stick the video there so you can see what I mean. So it was like half locked. You couldn't go in. Well, yeah, not been used for a while. Crumlin Road Jail shut in 1996.
after 150 years of use. So we've got some nice long straight bits here. And I don't know if it can get a bit muddy on these trail paths. I can't rather slow down. Oh, it's because I've got stable. I break the videos up into loads of little pieces so it stabilises easily. I'm not even sure this stabilise feature actually works because the camera is still a bit wonky. But I paid £10.99 for extra features, which includes the stabilisation feature. I'm not sure how much of a difference it makes. I think this is the turn left after 2 laps. So I think I'm on the last kilometre, so let's speed it up. But with each video I do, it becomes increasingly hard to find some commentary to say anything for several videos. So speeding it up is probably a good idea. I need to get back to doing parkrunning like 21 minutes and get the videos out shorter. So we're not far off the edge. Oh, someone's overtaken on the grass, but defying the race director's instructions. So, well, I did it as well. So might as well, do it because everyone else is. And I think we are nearing the finish line here because I'm overtaking a lot of people, so I'm speeding up. Yeah, I can't find that guy with the finger, the parkrun tattoo on his leg. I should have got my phone out and took a picture of it. See, this woman overtakes me a few times and I overtake her a few times. There were quite a lot of English people here. I was speaking to a few. One other couple actually turned up at just before 9 o'clock as well. I don't know if they knew it starts at 9:30. But yeah, I've got 3 flags now. The England, Northern Ireland and the Welsh flag on my parkrun profile. This guy here, Wake Up. I can't remember what it was now. He has printed on his T-shirt. I slowed it down there. Yeah, it reminded me of Magic Grandpa or something like that, or Jeremy Corbyn, but yeah, he overtook him. This one who we just overtook was from Manchester, actually, near me. Surprised me you meet on these queues, and I always check the Z parkruns in, not always, but now and again, like in Holland or Poland, and it's always got English names there, like your John Smiths or, well, maybe not John Smiths, but so they probably get all these Qs and Zs, and so there'll probably be some at Isabel Trail next week. And that's the end of the video, and I don't have to say anything else, so see you next week.